Good evening, everyone. Welcome to part 5 of my Amazing Spider-Man collection, episode issue 401 to 500. So this is where things get interesting. You know, part of which is I'm testing out my new phone with my new ring light directly on me. So I'm doing a different, as you can tell, different little setup here. So if you guys like this setup where it's not just this bright light or no bright walls behind me, let me know if you guys like this, because I'm actually kind of digging this setup a little bit. You know, it doesn't look bad. You know, things are pretty good. Anyway, the other reason this thing gets a little interesting here is because this is where we go from volume 1 of ASM to volume 2 when they reboot the number before eventually going to, you know, at an odd point at 441. They reboot the series, start with number 1, and then they end again with the current with the numbering system back with issue 500. So it's gonna be interesting. So let's get just to show it off. So let's get started. Since I have all these issues, I don't have a missing number here. So pardon me. I have Amazing Spider-Man 401. $402. Be also interesting to find the little thing, because if I do that, you guys are not going to be able to see very well. So I have to find a nice little vantage point. 403. 404. Let's go ahead and move these onto my lap so it's a little bit easier to begin with. 406. I like this cover. Oh, no, it's 404. My bad. This is 406. Only the difficult part now, I don't have a light, so I have to get a little closer to tell the numbers sometimes if I'm a little off. 407. This team, I'm not sure if it's this time period or a little bit afterwards, but I think this around the early 400s has some of the worst art I've ever seen. And it's also during the reboot process. 408. Interesting. 409. There you go. Very cool. 410. I got this at my first Comic-Con in Colorado Springs. I love Spider Carnage. Ben Reilly possessed by the Spider Carnage. 411. 412. 413. 414. 415. 416. 417. 418. 419. 420. 421. 422. 423. 424, with an appearance in this issue by Elektra. 425. Yeah, 425. This is a pretty cool one. This is a wraparound cover. This is the debut of Spider-Man's electro-proof suit. $426. $427. An homage to ASM 55. $428. Sorry about that. $429. $430. And I got the True Believers in the back. First appearance of the Carnage Cosmic. The Carnage symbiote bonds with the Silver Surfer. A very cool one. ASM 3 or 431. But I much prefer this cover. I mean, that is sick. $432. $433. $434. A variant cover to ASM 434. This is a Spider-Man when he is dressed up as the Ratchet or Rocket or something like. So they did the amazing, Ratchet, Rocket, whatever he was thing. So it's the variant cover. But still ASM 434. $435. You can see the two costumes there. $436. $437. Almost had a book trying to run away from me. Would not have been good. Don't need a dent. $438. $439. $440. And the end of volume 1, $441. Then they said they rebooted it because everything's better with the reboot and a new number 1, right? ASM number 1 of volume 2, which is 442. Number 2. I'm just going to refer to the numbers back over again instead of trying to keep track in my head. Well, that was 442. That was 2, so that makes it 443. I'm just not going to do that, so I apologize if you guys are confused. Number 3. It's just easier than to me trying to keep track of it. But this is all volume 2. Number 4. Number 5. Maddie Franklin as Spider-Woman. I didn't mind the character. I thought she was interesting. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Number 11. Squashed by the Blob. That's got to be a killer headache. Killer headache. Oh man, I feel a sneeze coming on. Hopefully it goes away. Number 12. Number 13. Number 14. Maddie Franklin planning her lips all over Peter Parker. This is when Mary Jane is considered dead from the plane crash. So interesting. She's an interesting character. Number 15. Number 16. Appearance by Ghost, a Iron Man bad guy. Number 17. I believe this is my second copy of 17. I helped Reggie get a few of his issues when he had a call out to some of his fans and viewers that have ASM there to trade or to sell. Hit him up and all that. Well, so I have these issues of things that you can have, so I think I just gave them to him as an A-OK. Number 18. But had to get him back, obviously, since was chasing a full run. So this next book here, when I saw it, I loved the cover. I didn't get it right away. It was CGC graded. I think it was a 9.6 or 9.8. I just really liked it. It was cool. It was cheap at the time. I think $40 or $45. I'm not sure. It definitely wasn't very expensive, but I kept on putting this book off every time I saw it. Just didn't put the money into it, and I finally got it recently here. So, Amazing Spider-Man number 19, which is, according to the CGC label, ASM 460. It's the Venom appearance, death of Anne Weining, Weying, 9.6 CGC. But I love this black suit cover, Venom reaching through the glass, shattering the mirror. I mean, that is just a awesome looking cover. Of course, I can't read the story because I'm not going to crack it, but I'll have to get that Marvel Legends or something, that Marvel thing where you can read pay for the subscription and you can read all the books, or read like 50,000 comics. So I think it's worth it, honestly, because I'm not cracking these slabs. I don't crack slabs. So that's number 19. Number 20. What is this? A double 100-page monster featuring the greatest Spider-Slayer stories of all time, captured by J. Jonah Jameson to kill Spider-Man, 24 hours till Doomsday, and more. But 100-page giant for $3, Marvel. Come on, you can go back to those prices. $3 for 100 pages. Come on. Don't need to charge us $10. Don't need to charge us $10 for every quarter, 25, 50, 75. Anyway, number 21. Number 22. I didn't like the new style logo. I'm a classic when it comes to that. Number 23. Didn't have the right feel and look anymore. Number 24. Especially this one. Number 25. A shiny reflection cover. That's kind of cool. Number 26. Number 27. Number 28. Number 29. I went through a certain stage, I think, at a certain point that I just started I'm putting the legacy down there myself so I didn't have a hard time organizing them and all that, because I might look at this going Amazing Spider-Man 29. 29 plus this, okay, and I put it there. This way it's just easier. So I just started doing that. At least at one point. And then we got Amazing Spider-Man, back to the old logo. Number 30. They start putting the legacy there, so ASM 471. Love the J. Scott Campbell. Love the J. Scott Campbell artwork, I believe that is. Number 472. I liked Peter. I liked Peter as a teacher. I felt it did suit him. I felt Peter's best job was at Horizon Labs. He got to deal with science. He got to work through problems for his life as Spider-Man, and he can go to and fro. I think he needs to be some sort of lab person. You know, maybe not own his own company like Parker Industries that Doc Ock started when he was in Peter's body, but I think some sort of lab work was his best work, honestly, in my opinion. 473. My apologies. 474. Ezekiel on the cover. 475. 476. I love I think this is the Coming Home story arc with Morlun. I liked this whole thing where Peter had to basically almost overdose with radiation, so that way Morlun died when he bit him. I mean, I know some people hate this story arc or hate Morlun as a bad guy. I kind of liked him. I think Morlun was better than Morbius as far as a bloodsucker kind of creature. I know Morbius drank plasma from the blood and Morlun was more of the spider essence, but you know what I mean. This next book was so incredibly moving. It was so incredibly moving and just was like, wow. That this is this original issue that I bought, and I had to get a second copy in better conditions because it was so it's one of the, if I had to pick 5 single issues of Spider-Man that really moved me, really affected me, this would definitely be in the top 5, if not the top 1 or 2. Amazing Spider-Man number 36, which is number 477, the 9/11 issue. I bought this for like $3 on Facebook. It has that white worn off cover, worn off spot. And when I saw this and I read this book, I thought, this was so incredibly moving. I had to get a 9.8 of this copy. I had to go out and find a 9.8 of this copy. So, I did. Doesn't have the barcode on there, just solid black, but bought this for $120, I believe, on Facebook. It was listed as cheapest you're gonna find on not Facebook, eBay. Cheapest you'll find on eBay, and they were right. I looked all over for a cheaper price. $120 was the cheapest that was. The 9/11 Memorial issue. This is just wow. There were no words. Hard to believe 20 years has passed. 478. 479. 480. Enough said. I think this is the entire issue where there are no words. The whole story is told through the artwork. So other than, I think, the brief title entry basically explaining what's going on kind of thing before and after, there are no words in this book. Another very powerful book just because it's stories told with only pictures. Excuse me, 481. 482. Actually, nope. I had a second copy. My bad. I was trying to anticipate without looking at it, and I made a mistake. Well, oopsie. 482 this time. Haha. I wasn't wrong that time. 483. 484. This one is signed. I believe this is signed by Straczynski. See the signature right there. Lights up really well there. But I cannot tell for sure. This is JM. I think that's a JM. Yeah, I think it's Straczynski. I was told about this before. Can't remember. I apologize for not being absolutely certain. 485. 486. 487. 488. 489. 490. 491. 'These next few are just gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. 492. Love that Mary Jane. And I would be staring too because damn. If I was into Spider-Man as a kid and not getting into him when I was when I just turned 30 or 29, 30. If I had been into Spider-Man as a kid and been reading this since I was 10, 12, 13, 14 years old, I would have had a instead of the typical blonde, guys after blondes and all that stuff, like, it's just typical guy stuff and all that. I would have been daydreaming about redheads because Mary Jane is damn in 493. Mary Jane, just sexy, sexy, sexy. Gotta love these covers. I think that's J. Scott Campbell still. 494. 495. 496. 497. 498. 499. And issue number 500, definitely done by J. Scott Campbell. Uncle Ben appearance. Gotta love that. So that's ASM 491 to 500. There's another story I know in here. I think it's number 50 here. This is another story in 50. That's definitely one of my top 5. I think I think it's 49 or 50, but it's a story that is definitely a reason why Peter and Mary Jane belong together. So anyway, 401 to 500. That is volume 2. That is part 5 or 6. I really should be keeping track before I go live, or recording, should I say? Because now I'm stuck. I was at 4. I think I was at 4. Yeah, this is part 5. This is part 5. I'm pretty sure. So like I said, I really should be keeping track with a number down here to the side so I'm not speaking randomly. So anyway, tell me what you guys think of this new setup. I kind of like this. This is a not too bright, you know, not too bright where the wall just seems blinding to me. The ring light here provides more mellow tone. I'm lit up more, so that might be a downside. You can clearly see all my flaws, you know, including my new haircut. But I like this little ring light. It even has, it's not just the light itself, but it's also colors. So, I mean, you know, pretty cool. Let's get this back where it goes. Where to go from here? Yeah. Definitely don't like these pictures. Anyway, that is my, there you go. So, options and all that. So, and I can also mellow it out just a little bit. So, anyway, let me know what you think. If you like the little ring light here, if I do pre-recorded videos like this, let me know what you think. I might just do this more often and all that, you know, if I get good feedback. So, do you like this new format? You know, with more muted tones and, you know, more focus and all that on there. So where it just doesn't seem quite so bright. It's more muted and intimate, I think. It always seems more intimate. So let me know what you think. You know, if you want to say, you know, if you wouldn't mind more videos with a light like this, or cut it out. Cut it out. Don't experiment. You're just screwing it up. I want it back to normal. Let me know. You know, all inputs welcome as long as it's polite. So, take care, everyone. Stay safe out there, and as always, happy collecting. Till next time, Mr. Comics signing off. Have a good day.